Hi there, this is Dennis Wells, and I'm really excited to share with you what's going on this week, March 30th, 2026, in the Lakewood Ranch, Florida real estate market. What we're seeing is that the market action index is moving up just a little bit, 34 compared to 33, which means it's a slight seller advantage. However, the market is very cool. We're not seeing super highs. We're not seeing super lows. Uh, we've had 52% of houses with a price decrease. That is actually significantly above the national average. And when we look at the different market segments, we're seeing that they're pretty flat. So what this tells me is we're not anywhere near the crash area because prices have not decreased significantly in the market. They've actually stayed relatively steady for the past year. But we're also not in that situation where home prices are escalating to enough to affect affordability. In fact, if anything, they're staying the same. And so we're seeing great affordability right now because mortgage rates are lower than they were last year. Spreads are better than they were last year. The difference between the 10-year treasury and the mortgage rate. Housing prices, like we see, have stayed relatively flat, and people are getting raises year over year at work. So it's not an incredible change in affordability that we maybe saw when interest rates were super low, but it's still enough of a change that there's more people that are able to get in the market, which is going to make it a little more of a seller's market as we move forward in the spring buying season. And what we see here when we look at the different segments, that lower segment, anything under probably $500,000, new listings are 4 this past week. Closed transactions were 13 with 56 days on the market. So that's a really hot segment, but every segment is doing pretty well. That next segment up, 3 and 3, the 775 range, we had 6 new listings and 3 were sold. And even at that million plus, 8 new listings and 6 were sold. So it's a really strong market and very stable. It's a great time. If you are thinking about buying, don't miss my free webinar coming up that we're talking about 5 common mistakes that buyers make that can cost them tens of thousands of dollars and what you can do to make sure that doesn't happen to you. I'll have that link in the show notes, or you can comment webinar and I'll make sure that you get invited. Also, if you'd like these market insights into your inbox every week, I'll have a link in the show notes talking about how you can do that as well. I hope you have a great week. This is Dennis Wells. Feel free to reach out if I can help with anything. Hope you have a great day.